How to teach noun to primary grade children. Video series number 4. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to share a creative and visual activity called the Picture Dictionary. This activity is perfect for helping young learners identify and understand nouns in a fun and interactive way. If you are looking for an activity that combines visual learning with language development, this is the one for you. It is simple, engaging, and can be easily tailored to different age groups and learning levels. Stick around as I guide you throughout the process. So, what exactly is picture dictionary activity? The concept is straightforward. You give students a picture. This could be an illustration, a photograph, or even a drawing, and ask them to label the items they see in the picture. Later, you explain that these labels are nouns. It's a great way to reinforce the concept of nouns while also engaging students in a visual and hands on activity. Here is what you will need: a set of pictures that combine various objects, people, or places. You will also need a paper, pencils, possibly some crayons or markers if you want to make the activity more colorful and fun. Let's talk about selecting the right picture for this activity. The key is to choose a picture that's rich in detail but not too overwhelming. You want something that has a variety of recognizable objects, people, or places that the students can easily label. For younger students, you might choose a simple illustration of a farmyard or a playground or a classroom scene. For older students, you could use a more complex picture like a busy street or a market scene. The important thing is to ensure that the picture is age appropriate and contains a mix of items that can be labeled as nouns. You can also customize this activity by choosing pictures that tie into subjects you are teaching. For example, if you are working on science unit about animals, you could use pictures of different habitats. This not only reinforces the concept of nouns but also integrates cross curricular learning. Now, let's get into the details of how to conduct the activity. Start by distributing the pictures to your students. Make sure each student has a picture that they can work with individually or in small groups, depending on your class size and the dynamics you want to create. Once everyone has their picture, explain to the students that their task is to look carefully at the picture and label as many items as they see. You might say something like, "Look at the picture in front of you. What do you see?" Try to name every object, person, or place you can find and write it down next to the picture. As your students work on labeling, walk around the classroom and offer guidance as needed. This is a great opportunity to engage with students one on one, helping them identify objects they might have missed on clarifying any confusion about what constitutes a noun. Encourage students to be creative in how they label the items. For example, if a student sees a tree, they could label it as tree, but they could also add additional nouns like leaves, branches, or trunk. This helps expand their vocabulary and deepens their understanding of nouns. After the students have finished labeling their pictures, bring the class together for a discussion. Ask students to share some of the nouns they labeled and write them on the board. This not only reinforces the concept but also allows group learning, as students can see what others have identified. This part of the activity is crucial because it allows students to reflect on what they have learned and share their insight with their peers. You might ask questions like, "Did anyone find a noun that was tricky to label?" Or, "What was the most interesting noun you found?" Here are a few reflection questions you can ask to deepen understanding. Why do we call these words nouns? Can you think of any other nouns that might be related to the picture but aren't shown in it? These questions encourage to think critically about language. There are plenty of ways to extend this activity and make it even more enriching. For example, you can have students create a noun book where they compile all label pictures they have worked on. This can be a class project that grows over time, providing a tangible record of their learning. Another extension idea is to have students write sentences or short stories using the noun they have identified in their pictures. This not only reinforces their understanding of nouns but also help them practice constructing sentences and using grammar in context. If you have access to technology in your classroom, you can take this activity digital by using apps or software that allow students to label pictures online. This adds a modern twist to the activity and can make it more engaging for students who are more comfortable with digital tools. Finally, you can connect this activity with other subjects. For example, if you are working on social studies unit, you could use pictures of historical scenes or maps and asking students to label the places and objects they see. This interdisciplinary approach reinforces learning across different areas and makes the activity more meaningful. In summary, the picture dictionary is a versatile and engaging activity that helps students understand nouns in a visual and hands on way. By labeling items in pictures, students can see grammar in action and build a strong connection between words and their meanings. I hope you find this activity as effective in your classroom as I have in mine. It's a great way to make grammar lessons more interactive and enjoyable for your students, and it's easily adaptable to different age groups and learning levels. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more teaching tips and activities. And if you try the picture dictionary activity in your classroom, I would love to hear how it went in the comments below. Thanks for watching and happy teaching.